Okay, so you have tried every single thing. You are scripting, you are visualizing, you are doing all the hard work and putting in every effort that you need to do. You watch every spiritual video, you watch every mental video, everything. You know all this stuff, right? But you have yet to go full out. You have yet to go full throttle. You want this dream life. You want the love. You want the career. You want the finances. You want all of this stuff, but you have yet to receive it. And that's because you're still playing small in this game. This game is not meant for you to play small. It's not meant for you to get the bare minimum. Because if you choose to keep showing up in the bare minimum, you will only get the bare minimum. So if you want so much more from your life, and for your life, you have to truly show up in this way that is so much bigger than what you've been doing. Recently, I had this moment where I just craved like a picnic. Like a picnic. I was like, I want a picnic. I want something so beautiful, right? I want it to be filled with the fruits, the fruit. I want it to be a nice, good day, and I want to truly have a romantic picnic. I haven't had that. And I was just like, wow. You know the issue. The issue is I was trying to give that to somebody else. And I thought, I was like, I need to give somebody this, show up in some way. I'm like, I want to take somebody on a date and like give them a nice picnic and do something super romantic, right? And then it was like, right as I was thinking it, something came over me and was like, give it to yourself. Hey, give it to yourself. And I was like, the reason that I'm still in this state of wanting, still in this state of, not secure or even just not happy with the life that I have been presented right in front of me. Presented. I don't know why I was saying that word weird, but why I am not happy or even satisfied with it is due to the simple fact that I keep going outward when I should be going inward. I keep going outward when I should be going inward. And a lot of us do these things because we were raised this way. We were raised to, always seek external validation for us. So we craved it because our first inklings of this showed us this inconvenience and that we have to show up this way in order to be loved how we want to be loved. So we're always kind of like, seeking outwardly for the validation. And for me, for the validation and the people pleasing, I wanted to always show up the way that I wanted other people to show up for me. But the issue was that how the universe works is not in the way that because you believe that you're going to give this to somebody else, that means that that person is going to also return it. See, the thing is, the way that karma and the way that the universe has to balance itself out is that when you do good and you put out good, you will get good back to you. And it may not be in the forms that you think. So because you give love and you are so quick to love people and show up for people, you may see the little things in life that you may take for granted that, that's not how I want to be loved on. It may be people just randomly doing nice things every once in a while, or like you have a random person that compliments you, that wants to do something nice for you, but it may not come from the sources that you want it to come from. So it may not come from that relationship, right? You want it to come from this person, but it doesn't come from that person. And the reason that it doesn't come from this person is because you are not tapping into yourself. And when I had that realization, and I was just like, but I still feel so disconnected with love and just like, so like, why is it still not? And then I had this other inkling, and it was just like, you're not going full out. No. Do you realize that? Look at what you just planned for somebody else. Look at that. You said you wanted to give them basically the moon and the stars, right? A cute little, nice little date, picnic vibes. You wanted to give that to somebody. And you give yourself, I buy myself roses. I take myself a love bath. I will watch a good movie. I will get me something to eat and sit here and chill and have a good meal. But do you see the difference of how you showed up for yourself versus how you show up for somebody else? You wanted to give that person the world. And you're giving yourself kind of like the basic and the bare minimums. So that is the same thing with any and everything that you want in life. You are showing up as this, real small. You're giving yourself the bare minimum and you're expecting somebody else to come and fill that cup up. They're not. Your desires are waiting for you to go after them. Your dream life is waiting for you to come and get it. But you're not showing up and showing out. If you truly want that life, you are the only one who is stopping you. You have to go full throttle. And that is the only thing that you have not tried. That is the only thing. And that does not mean working so freaking hard. We have that disconnection with working so hard, and especially as women, that we have to prove that we are worthy to be in these spaces. So we work so hard that, any sign of us being tired or weak, we take that in as that, we're not strong enough or we're not powerful enough to take on these roles and be in this masculine driven society, when the feminine energy is so strong and so powerful that it can just sit and receive. It's not saying that you are not doing work, but it's saying you're taking inspired action when it's necessary. That is what working with the divine means. That is what working with your spiritual team means. It means that when you get the notion to get up and to go after everything that you want and everything that is for you, you go and you take that leap. But it's not sitting here and making everything so tedious and so it's tapping into your heart space. It's tapping into your heart and seeing what lights me up. What gets my heart pumping and racing, and not in a way that is toxic and is anxious, but in a way that's man, I'm so excited to just do this. I'm excited to live. I'm excited to be free. I'm excited to just have this abundant, grateful life, right? And the only issue and the only thing that is stopping you is that you are not going full out for your life. You have been going full out for everybody else. You have been showing up and showing out for everybody else. You have done the most romantic and sweetest things, the most powerful things, and you have been there at every party that you didn't want to go to, at every gathering that you didn't want to go to, when you stayed up late at night to help that person. All these things that you did when you gave, and you gave from an empty cup, and you still showed up and showed out, but you are not doing that with your dream life. You're not doing that with your dreams. You are literally doing this. You are not showing up. You are giving just the bare minimum. You want love, but you don't give yourself the complete full thing. Do you show up and show out for yourself? Do you love on yourself in spite of any and everything? So you can't get the love that you seek in return if you are still giving yourself the bare minimum. You cannot get the life that you want if you keep giving yourself the bare minimum. You have to go full throttle. Each and every day, you have to do what it takes to be that person. So if you are saying that I want this life and this is the life that I want, it's not saying I have to try so hard. It says that if this is the life that I say that I truly want and that I'm going to love, then I should be loving life. And as I'm working towards it, it should not be so deep in the mud digging, because that's not a freeing life. It should be so effortlessly done. And it's not saying that it's not going to come with challenges, or that, it's not going to ruffle your feathers a little bit, but it's saying it's not going to be something that depletes you, that diminishes you, that is you're just completely, when you get to the destination, you can't even enjoy it because you burnt out. You're going to enjoy the journey because you know where the destination is. You know where you're going. So you're excited to get there. But you have to start showing up and going full out to receive it. So thank you for watching this video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.